Hi everyone, this is Ann with Graphic Design How To, and today I'm going to tell you how to use scripts in Adobe Illustrator. And there are really two reasons you'd want to do this. First off, maybe Illustrator can't actually do the thing that you want it to do. It hasn't been written into the program yet. So if you're able to find a script that gives Illustrator this functionality, or write it yourself. I don't know a lot of people who know how to write scripts because they use code and that kind of thing. But if you're able to get a script for it one way or the other, then you can create that functionality within Illustrator. The other reason is to speed things up in Illustrator. So maybe it's something you know how to do, but you have 50 objects to apply the same effect to, and Illustrator doesn't really have a way of doing that in its current form. So you can add a script to it and it will complete it all for you. Scripts use JSX files, so you'll either have to download one of those or create it yourself. So first I'll show you the process if you've downloaded a JSX file. All right, let's get started. So in my downloads folder, I've got this converttogradient.jsx, and the link where I downloaded this is in the description, so you can check it out and download it yourself if you want to. Now we could load this script right into Illustrator from here, but your best option is to put it in with your other scripts in the Adobe folder. So to find that, go to Illustrator and then go to File, Scripts, and just remember the name of one of your scripts, and then you'll go out here and you'll search for it. And I've got two of them. One's in my Adobe Illustrator 2020 folder. One is in my 2019 folder. Right now I'm using 2019 because 2020 has a few bugs, so I'm waiting for them to get ironed out. So this folder is where I want to save that script. So I'm going to double click it. And now I'll just pull this up into this scripts folder. And we'll have to authenticate it. And now we'll go back to Illustrator and we'll load that script. With this script, we have to highlight some objects, so I'm going to highlight the front rectangle in all of these. And then we'll play the script by going to File, Scripts, Other Script. Then I'll open that location again and just pull it onto my upload area, and it already highlights it, and we'll say Open. That'll bring a dialog box up, and we can choose some numbers for gradient, shift, and angle. I'll just put 20 and 50 in here, and we'll say OK. As you can see, it took the flat colors and made gradients out of each of them. So let's see what happens when we open our gradient panel. If we wanted to make changes, we could do that here. So if we had hundreds of flat colors in our document, we could change them in just a few clicks with this script. So it's really handy. Scripts can really save you a lot of time. Now sometimes you're not going to be able to just download a .jsx file, and you'll have to make one yourself. And when you come to a web page that doesn't have one, it'll look something like this, with just a lot of code. So what you'll need to do is to start at the very beginning of the code and go all the way to the end and copy it with Command-C or Control-C on a PC. Then you'll have to open a text editor. On Mac, you should open TextEdit. So we'll find that. And I'm just going to paste this in. On a PC, you can use WordPad, and that's a plain text editor too. Do not use Microsoft Word because it adds a lot of extra formatting in, and you can't really have that with codes and scripting. So anyway, I've got all this text in TextEdit, and now we need to make it a plain text file. If you have all this stuff up at the top, it means it's an RTF file, which is rich text. So let's go to Format and then Make Plain Text. We'll say OK. And then we'll save this. I'm just going to call it Script. Then I'll go out there and find where I saved it. I put mine in my downloads. So now the final step is to rename this file and end the file with .jsx. So I'm going to hit return and then go to the end and type .jsx, all lowercase. And it's going to ask me if I want to replace txt with JSX. I do. And that's it. Now you have a JSX file, and you can go back and load it the same way as you would a regular one that you downloaded from the internet. Alright, that's my video for this week. If you liked it and you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe and you'll get a notification every time I release a new video, which is on Thursdays. Alright, I'll see you next week. Thank you!